evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, Ingrid. Good evening, Santiago. Okay, we are going to start now. There were some technical issues, but now we are ready. Okay, let's start, guys. Okay, Santiago and Ingrid were attended last session on Tuesday, so you know what we are talking about. We started studying the uses of prepositions in, on, and out. Okay, so we're going to do some exercises regarding this topic again. This is a very important topic, and we have to practice a lot in order to understand, and in order to improve our use of these prepositions, because it's very common to make mistakes when we use one of them. Okay, as I said last session, sometimes we think in Spanish. We try to translate from Spanish to English, and we say, okay, in Spanish we say el martes, el miércoles, jueves. So sometimes we think that we say the same, the Tuesday, the Sunday. No, that's not correct. So we don't have to think in Spanish. We have to think in English, and we have to try to improve the use of this preposition. Okay, so we are going to start. I'm going to share my screen now, and we are going to start with some exercises, some other exercises from this topic right now. We are going to complete the sentences, and for example, the first one, Ingrid.
Yes.
Are you looking my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's complete the sentence.
Do you eat a lot in the evenings?
In the evenings. Okay, that's right. And answer that question, Ingrid, please. Do you eat a lot in the evenings?
No, I try to eat a little portion at night, in the evening.
In the evening. Okay, you can say at night, or you can say in the evenings. Okay, it's 7:07. Did you have already take your dinner?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I will have my dinner after class.
Okay. What about you, Santiago? Did you have already take your dinner?
Could you repeat, please?
Did you have already take your dinner?
No, I haven't eat later.
Okay, later. You know what are you going to eat?
I think so. Maybe meat with rice or something like that.
Okay, what about you, Gabriel? Did you have already take your dinner, or after the class?
I like after the class.
Okay. Next, this sentence, Santiago, please complete the sentence.
I was born at 25 October.
Are you sure? At?
Sorry, I was born on 25 October.
Okay, that's right. I was born on, no? When you are going to say the exact, the specific date. This one, Gabriel.
we have a coffee machine at work.
Okay, at work. Good. Did we have a coffee machine? Do you have a coffee machine at your work, Gabriel?
No, I
No?
don't have.
Okay, you don't have. It's very common to have a coffee machine at work or in the offices.
I
Okay, let's
work
continue.
in my home.
Ah,
but-
okay.
Yes.
Okay, but you don't have a coffee machine at work, in your house, at home.
No,
Okay.
no, teacher.
Ingrid, this one.
What time will you be at home tonight?
Okay, good. Remember, you can say in the house, but it's not the most appropriate. Maybe it's better to say at home. It's more used in the real language. At home. Good. Next. Next, Santiago.
My English class are on Tuesday and Thursdays.
Okay. On, did you say?
Yeah, on.
Okay, good. My English classes are on Tuesday and Thursday, and that's the correct one. No, our English classes are on Thursday and Tuesday and on Thursday. This one, Gabriel.
Um, let's meet in the bus stop.
In the bus stop?
Yes,
In the bus stop? Okay.
in the bus.
In the bus stop? Stop. Are you sure? This is your
No.
last word?
Mm,
In the bus stop, on the bus stop, or at the bus stop? What do you think?
At the bus stop?
Okay, you say first you say in, then you said at. Okay, look at this. When you can use in, you can use at with some places like this. For example, you can say I am in the library, or you can say I am at the library. What is the difference? Both of them are correct, but what is the difference? When you say I am in the library, you are saying that you are inside the library, no? You are inside the library. You are sitting on a table inside the library reading a book. But if you say you are at the library, it means that you are at the door of the library, no? You are not inside, you are at the door, at the front side of the door of the library, okay? But in this case, at the bus stop is correct because the bus stop is not a place when you go. Okay, sorry. You're not inside the bus stop, you are in that place, but you are not inside. So it is correct to say at the bus stop. Ingrid.
Do you like skiing? Skiing? Do you like
Yes.
skiing in winter?
In winter, okay. Do you like skiing in winter? This verb is very particular because you can say sky. You can be some confused about that because people say sky, but the correct form of this verb when you are saying the ing is skiing, skiing. Okay. Okay, we have a problem because the time is ticking and the time is over. So we're going to start again the exercise because we take so much time in order to do it. And let's continue, Santiago. My grandfather.
My grandfather died at 1984.
What did you say? At
On.
On? You are hesitating. Remember, we are talking about a year, 1984. What do we use when we are talking about the years?
At.
Okay, that's not correct. The correct one is in. When you talk about the year, you say in, okay? In 1994. Next, Gabriel.
Look, that's Picasso on the wall.
On the wall, okay. Here, you can use in, on, or at. Those are the options you have, but the correct one is on the wall. But this is a little different from the explanation we had last session, because here when we say on the wall, it means that the Picasso, the painting, is touching the surface. No, that's why we use on the wall. For example, when you put something on the wall, for example, a painting, a picture, or when you knock on the door, you use the preposition on because you are touching the surface. In that case, the surface of the wall. No, it's different from the explanation that we had related to years, days, seasons. No, here is a little different, and that's correct. Because on the wall. Next, Ingrid. This one.
The children are playing in the park.
Okay, here the most common is to say in the park, but sometimes you can find sentences where people use at. No, taking into account the explanation that I mentioned previously. No, you are inside the park or you are at the park. You are in the park when you are inside the park, but you can say at the park because you are at the gate, at the door of the park, where you are when you are going to go out. Okay, but here in is the correct. Santiago.
He usually does his homework at night.
Yes, that's correct. No problem with that. This one, Gabriel. Again.
The course starts at May.
Okay. Here we're talking about a month, no? June, July, May, June, July, August. And the correct preposition for month is in, no? In May. The course starts in May. Next, Ingrid.
I love sunbathing. I love sunbathing. Bathing?
Bathing. Yes.
Okay. I love sunbathing at the garden.
Okay. Again, the explanation in at. The most common is to say in the garden, no? But in some occasions,
Okay.
sometimes you can use at. Okay. This one already do. This one, Santiago.
He is studying physics at university.
Okay. When we talk about the university, we always use at the university. For example, if you're going to say, I study at the University of Tolima, I study at the University Los Los Naranjos, you say the name, but you always, with the university, use the preposition at. It's different when you are going to say school or high school or college, you use in, no? But when you are going to talk about the university, we always use at. We are going to finish this one already. Okay, that's all for now. Okay, now I'm going to share with you, see, a link. See, yes, this one. I'm going to share with you this link in order for you to answer the questions. Look at the chat, and there you are going to find the link. Please open that link, and you are going to answer the questions. I'm going to give you some time, maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, in order for you to answer those questions, to complete those questions using the prepositions in, on, or at. Could you open the link? Is this one? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to mute my microphone and close my webcam. And please start. Remember that you have 10 sentences in the first page, but you have 2 more pages in order to answer. Okay, so I'm going to give you, I don't know, maybe 5 or a little more time. So I'm going to mute my microphone and close my camera, and please go ahead. After you go answer or complete the sentences, remember to check, no? Remember to check the answers. Okay, let's Okay, guys, did you finish?
Yes.
Ingrid, sorry, did you finish? Okay. Santiago and Gabriel, did you finish?
Yeah, teacher, I finish.
Okay. How was your score, Ingrid? There were 10.
In the first page, 10 on 10.
Okay.
How do you say sobre? On
10 of 10.
10 on
10 of
10.
10
In the
of,
second,
10 of 10.
10
Not
of
10
10.
on, no, 10 off.
Off, okay. In the second one, I had 8 of 10. And in the last one, I had 9 of 10.
Okay. Okay. For example, I'm going to share my screen because, for example, remember that in the first, let me see, yes, in the first page, number 10, you have here, you have only the options add in, but sometimes you can find 3 options, add in, on, and if the exercise belongs to a British website, the correct one is on, no? But if this one is from American English, the correct one is at, okay? But here, for example, it's at, very easy. We have something or some words which are different. For example, this one, number 4, we have lunch midday, no? Midday. This is a part of the day, but it's not afternoon, morning, evening. So what do we use here? Gabriel, Ingrid, or Santiago? Which preposition use here? At midday, on midday, or in midday?
At.
At, yes. Different from the morning, the evening, the afternoon, in, no? But when we say at night, at midnight, at noon, at midday, we have to use at. The time, very easy, at all the time. The days, on. This one, next, in Spanish, we say en el momento, no? But remember, we don't have to think in Spanish. In English, we say at the moment, no? At, I'm busy at the moment, okay? When we talk about the specific day or a day, we use at, in, or on.
On.
At.
What do you say?
On.
On. When it's in a specific day, no? On. Or when it says on Sunday, on, okay? On my birthday. He was born the century. When we are talking about the centuries, what do we use?
In.
In. It's the same, it happens the same with the month, no? In July. And what happened here? Christmas. On, at, or in? What do we use? At Christmas, okay? At Christmas, at Easter, the holidays, no? When we talk about the holidays, we use at. Number 2, let's go to see the page. This one. This is a specific part of the day. This is not the general part, morning, afternoon, evening. This is a specific part of the day, so we have to use no? At. This is etiquette, no? In the 80s, we say in the 80s. We have here day and the part of the day. What do we use here? Remember, if it if we only think about the evening, we say in the evening. But here we are saying Friday evening, the day and the part of the day. What do we use?
On.
On, yes, that's right. Autumn or fall is the season, very easy. I think that we are not going to make this mistake again because we have done too many exercises. Remember, we always say at night. And here I have to remember something. I have to remind you something. When we greet, we say good evening. When we are going to say goodbye, when we are going to go to the bed, we say good night, no? Good evening when we are greeting, good night when we are going to say goodbye, okay? Remember that. If you go to a restaurant, when you are going in, you say good evening. But you are going to say goodbye, you are going to finish the meal, the dinner, you're going to say good night. It's different, no? It's different. Good evening, good night. It's not the same. And we are not going to make this mistake again. No, we are not going to say in the night. No, we are going to say at night. This year, 2030, is a year, so in. This is a month, January, but this is an exact, on a specific date, no? So we have to say on, no? On the 10th of January. And look at this. You can say on the 10th of January, or you can say January the 10th, okay? Both of them are correct. The 10th of January or January the 10th. Here is the same at night, only night. Midnight is the same, so at night. This one, Christmas Day. What do we use here?
On.
On Christmas Day, is that right? And the last one, Easter. Easter is like Christmas, no? Only Christmas, no? Christmas or Easter are holidays.
At.
At, yes. And the number 3 page, that's like lunchtime, like dinner, this is the same, at dinner time. Here, the time, no, at 8 o'clock, and here, the day, no, on Monday morning. The interview is at 8 o'clock on Monday morning. The snow melts in the spring, no? In the spring, this is a season. This is a specific day, no? So what do we use here?
On.
On Thanksgiving Day. You know what is Thanksgiving Day, right, Ingrid?
Acción de gracias.
Yes. And it's very common to celebrate this day in the United States, but here in Colombia, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving Day. There in the United States, it's one of the most important days in the year. This is one of the most important days, maybe or even more important than Christmas. Here in Colombia, I suppose the most important day, the most important celebration we have along the year is Christmas. But in the United States, maybe it's even more important Thanksgiving Day than Christmas Day. Because Thanksgiving Day is when they celebrate together with the family around a special dinner. No? Okay, number 5, summer is a season. And here, remember, you can say at weekends or you can say on weekends, no? But we are going to write at. This one, as we said previously, at the moment. This is classes and on, no? Because it's an exact specific date. And you know what happens in the United States the 4th of July? Santiago? You know?
Is the Independence Day?
Yes, that's right. Tomorrow, United States, people from the United States are celebrating their Independence Day, no? That's the 4th of July. This is another special day, it's another special celebration in the United States. They celebrate with fireworks. You know what fireworks are, Gabriel?
Excuse me?
You know what fireworks are? Fireworks, you know? What does it mean?
Yes, yes, I know the pyrotechnical.
Okay, yes, that's right. That's how they celebrate the 4th of July with fireworks, no? This is a show, a very big show of fireworks. Okay, continue. Number 8, we don't know what will happen in the future. This is a little different, but we say in the future, we don't say on or at the future. Here, this is a month in June, and here, this is another specific sentence. We always use, we don't say in the same time, we use at the same time. Okay, we use at the same time. As you can see, this topic is some tricky. Sometimes it's a little complicated because you have to think what can we use, and sometimes we can make mistakes. No, here we can check what are we talking about, but sometimes when we are talking fast, we don't have the time to think, oh, it's a month, it's a day, it's a specific day, it's a holiday. No, we are speaking fast. We don't have the time to think about what one of these prepositions is going to use. That's why we have to make exercises. And we are going to finish with this exercise. Look at this. We have here the three prepositions in, on, and at. And each one of you is going to tell me four options that we have here. We have 8, 16, 24, 32, 36 options here. And you're going to choose 4 options. For example, for instance, we're going to start with Ingrid, and you are going to choose from these options that work with in. Ingrid, tell me 4 options that work with the preposition in.
In a car.
In a car.
In July.
In July, let me see, where is July? This one, in July.
Another in the morning.
In the morning. I don't
The
see
last
more.
one. In
This
the
one,
morning.
and the last one?
In the evening.
In the evening. This one. Remember that last lesson we explaining how to use car, no? In the car, you use in because you get on the car and you sit there and you can't walk. So you use in. But for example, if we are going to say train, we can't use in, no? We don't say in a train, okay? There is a difference. Santiago, give me 4 options from the list that work with the preposition on.
On the weekend?
minute. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one. Okay, good. On the weekend. You are British. Next.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Where is it? Tuesday, this one. Good. Another one.
On October 28th.
October 28th. And the last one.
On the on the park.
This one?
Yeah.
Are you sure that you say on the park?
I don't find other. I don't know.
No, you don't say that. You say in the park, or sometimes you can say at the park, but on the park, no. That's not possible to say that. Another one, Santiago. With on, another option that works with on.
On Christmas.
On Christmas, no, that's not correct. You don't say on Christmas, you say at Christmas. Because it's a holiday.
So
here we can find some a little different. For example, when we say on a table, you can say on a table because it's on the table, touching the surface, no? For example, on a table. It's different from the explanation. But here it is possible to find or to choose this one. Okay, we are going to finish with Gabriel. Tell me 4 options that from the list that work with the preposition at.
At Christmas.
Okay.
At night.
Where is it? This one, yes.
At the university.
Okay. And the last one?
Last one. At the afternoon.
Where is, you say at the afternoon, are you sure you said that? No, you say in the afternoon. It's a
No.
part of the day and you use in the afternoon. That's not the correct one. Another with at.
At summer.
Summer, let me see, where is summer here? Summer. Oh, I don't see some. Oh, summer. Summer is a season. You don't say at summer. You don't say on summer. You say in summer. No? So that's not the correct one. Another one. Think about it. At. It's not so difficult. It's not so hard. There are too many options.
At the door.
Okay, maybe you can say at the door when you are you stand up at the door and you're going to knock. Maybe you are at the door. It's possible, but it's more common to say on the door. But you are at the door, you can stay at the door. It's possible. Okay. Remember, when we say the time, for example, at 9:30, okay? at 6 o'clock. When you say that you are in the house, you say at home, no? Remember that. When you are in the office, you can say you are at work, no? Remember that. We say that when we get on a transport media and you can walk inside there, you use on, no? For example, on a plane, on a ship, okay, on a train, on a train, on a plane, on a ship. The seasons in the parts of the day in the afternoon. When you go to a party, you say that you are in a party. No? Okay, we're going to stop here. And now we have here, for example, for in, we have 357. On 357 and at 368. Okay. Now, Ingrid, you are going to choose from the list, from this list,
Yes.
one option with in, one option with on, and one option with at, and you are going to make 3 sentences, okay? One using in, one using on, and one using at, okay? Tell me 3 sentences.
Okay. Thursday morning in. The first one,
Okay.
Thursday
Okay.
morning in. I played tennis on Thursday. Oh, sorry. On Thursday morning.
Okay. On Thursday morning, and at
my sister is at school.
okay, my sister is at school. Okay, and you can mix the sentence. For example, you can say, I played tennis on Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, no? For example. Okay, Santiago, now your turn. You're the next one. You're going to
Yeah.
tell me one sentence using in, one sentence using on, and one sentence using at.
On the floor. The floor is on.
Okay, but the whole sentence, the complete sentence, tell me, Santiago. Tell me a sentence, a complete sentence like this, like Ingrid says, for example, I play golf on Thursday morning. The whole sentence.
Okay. In this moment, I am on the floor.
Okay, you are saying on the floor. Yes, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, when we say on the floor, it means that you are touching the floor, no? You are, for example, stand up and you're touching the floor. But in English, you also say, right here, when you are in a building, you are in a hotel, you say, I am or I'm on the second floor. Okay, you use always this preposition on in order to indicate, in order to say the number of the floor where you are. No? I'm on the second floor. I'm on the first floor. I'm on the 7th floor. Or if you live in a tall building, in a high building, you say, I live on the 7th floor. Okay, I live on the 7th floor. We always use on. Okay, good. Santiago, next. You did one with in, with on. Now, one sentence with in and one sentence with at. Santiago.
Yesterday, I was on a bus.
Okay. This is another with on a bus. Yesterday was on a bus. That's correct. But on, remember, in and at. One sentence with in, one sentence with
Ah,
at.
yeah, yeah. Today I was walking in the park.
Okay. Today I was working in the park. Correct. And at.
Tomorrow I will go uh, at the school.
At the school. Okay. That's correct. Or tomorrow I will go at work. Or tomorrow I will go at the university. Or tomorrow I will go at the university at 6 o'clock. Like this. Or tomorrow I will go at the university at night. Okay. Remember to use the preposition at. Okay. Now, Gabriel, you are the next. And you are the last one. One sentence with in, one sentence with on, and one sentence with at.
Okay. In the party, she told me that she she traveled on a train at her work.
Okay, you did it one sentence with all the three prepositions. Okay, in the party, on a train, at what?
At work.
At work, at her
Pues,
work. Okay, you use all. Okay, good. Now we are going to finish. We are going to explain something because we have here other, for example, England. We didn't study what preposition we use in, on, and at with countries, but with countries we use in. Countries and cities. We say in Bogota, in Ibagué. You don't say I live at Bogota, I live at Ibagué. No. You say I live in Ibagué, I live in Bogota, I live in Colombia. So for cities or for countries, we use in. That's why Buenos Aires, it's here. Okay. 2020 is a year, so there. It's a century here. Bus. When you get on a bus, you can walk. So you can use the preposition on the bus, no? Here, the wall. What do we use here? In, on, or at?
on.
On, yes. For example, you put a painting, you put a picture on the wall because it's touching the surface. I would change this one from at to on, okay? Because it's more correct to say on the door than at the door. We have here at bus stop, at school. This one. The living room, what do we say? In the living room, on the living room, or at the living room? What do you think?
In the living room.
In the living room, yes, because you are inside the living room, okay? Inside the living room. And this one, the park, remember you can say in the park or at the park. Both of them are correct. We have this one, Thursday morning. This is a day. New Year's Day. This is okay, but we have here a mistake because We have two here, and those are not at. You don't say shelf. You don't say at a shelf. No, that's not correct. No, in a car, July in the morning, in the evening, in summer, in the afternoon, in a party in England, in Buenos Aires in 2020, the 20th century, in the living room. Okay, maybe in this one, this is American English, we say at the weekend, that's why we change from here. On Tuesday, on October 28th, on a table, on a train, on a ship, on a plane, on the floor, on the bus, on the wall, on the door, on the Thursday morning. Okay. Thursday morning, yes. At Christmas, at night, at university, at the bus stop, at 9:30, at 6 o'clock, at home, at work, at school, at the park, maybe. So we are going to change New Year's Day because this is a specific day, but this is a holiday date too, no? We have here, this is a specific day, no? New Year's Day. I'm going to put it here. And this one is at the shelf, but it's a little confused, this one. But this is the correct. So, we are finishing for today. And this is a very, very tricky topic, as I said, because sometimes we use in, sometimes we use on or at, and in Spanish, they can have the same meaning, no? En algunas ocasiones las tres pueden significar lo mismo. En, ¿no? En la universidad, at the university. ¿Okay? En el baño, in the bathroom. ¿Okay? Entonces tenemos que dejar de pensar en español y pensar en inglés y tratar de, por un lado, pues es como memorizar, pero es que se vuelva algo práctico, ¿no? Que nosotros utilicemos cada una de esas correctamente. Cuando nosotros hablamos, normalmente podemos utilizar una u otra, cometiendo errores, pero nos van a entender, ¿no? Sin embargo, ya cuando es dentro de un examen, dentro de un quiz que nos van a evaluar, ahí sí toca utilizarlas correctamente cada una de esas, ¿no? Correctamente cada una de esas. Pronto cuando estemos hablando cometemos el error de confundir una con otra porque estamos hablando rápidamente, ¿no? Sin embargo, ya cuando nos están evaluando, sí tenemos que ser muy cuidadosos para saber cuándo utilizamos cada una de ellas. Okay, guys, that's all for today. See you on...
Teacher,
yes.
teacher, excuse me, I have one question for what I say in a car and on a bus, on a bus.
I don't know if you watched the video last lesson. En un video yo les explicaba que en el inglés se utiliza in cuando estamos diciendo que estamos dentro de un medio de transporte, dentro de un vehículo en el cual usted no puede caminar. Si usted está en ese vehículo donde no puede caminar, por ejemplo, un taxi, un carro, una volqueta, un camión, ahí usted no puede caminar, entonces utiliza in. Pero si usted está en un medio de transporte, en un vehículo donde usted se sube y puede caminar, utiliza on. Entonces, por eso decimos on a bus, on a train, on a plane. Okay? That's the difference.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so bye-bye, guys. See you
Bye. Good
on
night.
Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Good evening.